Welcome to my room tour. This is my classroom after I've set it up for this school year. This is zoology. I'm teaching preschool, kindergarten, first grade, third grade, first grade, third grade, and fourth grade this year. So this is zoology for all of those ages. This is the sensorial area. This is geometry, math, mostly for my small preschooler, and then the bottom shelf is for my kindergartner, as well as this shelf is actually for all the kiddos. And I did do a video, but I haven't posted it on different things that I've purchased for this school year. These are my bulletin boards. This bulletin board is going to be for each child. They each have a line where I display their work. And then this is a little thing that I love to have in every classroom. Just saying the rights of a child. And then this bulletin board is for our continent study. Whatever continent we are studying, I like to place pictures for that continent around. And then math, like I said. This shelf is my golden bead material, stamp game, bead frame. I have chains, squaring, cubing material, and in my other video you'll see that this was broken when it got purchased. It's already sent a new one. I have not taken all of the pieces out of the wrapping. And here I place all of the addition cards, subtraction cards, multiplication cards, and division cards. And if I don't have enough room on a shelf, I just stick things underneath shelves. So that is test tube division, and those are the boards that go with the test tube division, because I couldn't fit it on the shelf. And this shelf is still a work in progress because I'm waiting for my towers to put all these math cards in. There are 900 math cards, and I've cut them out kind of individualized, but I am working on kind of fine-tuning them to fit inside. I'm like, well, I don't have my towers, so it's not that big a deal. This is my turning basket. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that 3-hole punch because I keep all of their work in binders. And once I get that all set up, then I can put my greater than less than. This is fraction work, pegboard, graphing. We've got money, decimals, that's stamp game decimals. And this is the supply shelf. I'm still waiting on getting another drawer right there. But each child has a bin with all of their stuff inside of it for the school year. And then these are the things I just bought at Walmart actually last night that I still have to give to the kids. So you'll see a supply shelf. This is our Disney picture. I wanted them to remember how great our summer was. So yeah, everything, markers, crayons, pencils, everything they're gonna need for the year. You'll see there's some, cannot think of what it's called. Clipboards, there we go. And then this is, hello, you see me? This is the bulletin board for my son. He is in the 4th grade, so all of his assignments, everything that he needs, all his lessons will be done on this board in cursive. And then this is a calendar for him to show all of his due dates. This is our piece area. Some things that I have in the piece area. I like to put On this, I'll have our virtue we're studying for the week, a shell. This is a frog. It makes really cool noise. A rain stick. One of these things from Hobby Lobby that, like a calming, this is full of rocks. If I can open it while holding it. My peace pole that I've had since my first year of teaching is well loved. My peace pole is used for conflict resolution. I just have a little sign peace. My virtue rock, we pass this rock around, and the saying is, it is our choice to have a smooth or rough day. All we have to do is take our rough days and turn them around, and we can have the smooth day again. And so we use that as our affirmation rock. I just put a pumpkin. I got at the dollar store, so I don't know where to put it, but just little things that they can use to calm down. I made this with water and oil and some glitter in a glass jar. A timer. It's a 10-minute little timer I got on Amazon. A bell for noise. And in here I have a labyrinth. I forget what these are called. And then in the drawer, more rocks. My kids love rocks, and every time we go somewhere I let them collect rocks. And yeah, so that's our peace area. A yoga mat. If they want to do yoga, a little seat for them to sit in. This is our class library, and these are all the books I use for lessons. These are all workbooks for them. More books for lessons, and then there are chapter books they can read, and then nonfiction books, resources for the classroom for studying. And then up here I just collect all the extra pencils, and those are my markers. I keep them nice and high so the kids don't get to them. My permanent marker set for lessons. And then I have my supply closet. Not as organized, and I use this bean bag because I hurt my back and I can't sit on the floor anymore, so I need something when I'm sitting on the floor to do lessons with them. And then these are all the extra maps. They're not really maps, what are they? Charts for zoology, botany, history, all of that. And this is the overview this way. So coming around to this area, this is my son's workspace. I put all of his like little workbooks that he needs daily over here, and then things for lessons are in his other bin. He's the only one that has a workspace like this. He needs a lot more. Okay, you need to just go over there and get your work done, where my other kids don't necessarily need that as much. Zoology. I was going to say astronomy. And so we've got all kinds of different jobs up here. And those are all my books about anything that has to do about a planet or our solar system or anything like that is there. And then this is kind of a Mod Podge of both of the areas that were an overflow. It's got some puzzles from that shelf that I couldn't fit, and then it's got history. Most of those are all for my 4th grader that I couldn't fit on this shelf, my history shelf. So I have my calendar above there. I put my first day of school because I don't want to lose that. I always go searching for it on the first day of school, so I got myself a little ready. And then this is empty only because the job is actually right back there. And I'll put it in there when I'm done using it for the lesson with my son. But yeah, so it's a history. And then this will be my workspace. Like I said, I hurt my back and I can't really sit on the floor and give lessons. So I plan on using this table as where I can give lessons with them. And then these are all my resources because this will be my first year teaching 4th grade, so I want to make sure I have all my manuals, everything really close. My answer keys, answer key books, and then my lesson plan. And they're sitting on the floor and they want to use flat surface. I have all my virtue cards over here. I have the book I'm going to read on the first day of school. My markers, magnets, pens, a little picture of my kids, pointers for my new calendar. And then this is for lessons. I just pull this out and it's got everything I would need for a lesson. And then here is my board for my other kids. It's got our schedule on there, the date, and then what we're doing each day so they know. Lessons that they'll be getting, work that they're going to be doing. Here's our schedule. And here it starts language. So this is all primary. This is a filing system that I use. Things I need to make copies of for the month, things I need that month, and then they each have a file of different things. I make all the copies and I put them inside here so I know, okay, fractions, math, language, history, geography. It's my daughter Michaela's one, and they each have one. So, and then finish to work if I don't have time to put it inside of their file, because each child has a 3-inch binder and we put all their work in there, but I don't always have time to put it away. So I put it in my filing cabinet, and then once a month I go and put it all in their folders for them. My mom bought me that sign, her flag. So this is all sounds. Everything on that shelf is all sounds. My reading boxes, reading material, and then it starts on the bottom down there, parts of speech. This is all the word study. So each box has the word studies in them. So that's my lower elementary, and then upper L's over here. And this is writing and sentence analysis. I had to put my farm somewhere, so it ended up on the floor over here. Step on my cat. He's just hanging out, watching me. So I put the parts of speech over there for the farm, so it's nice and close. But everything else is sentence analysis, poetry, writing, anything to do with writing. And then I'll show you my bulletin board with all my thinking maps. Our outdoor area. I'll go out there in a second. And then botany. That brings me all the way around back to zoology. So I'm going to give you an overview of the entire classroom and not just look at the shelves. And then we'll head outside. I'll come this way too so you can see how it looks over here. I love this quote I got on Etsy. You are free to choose. You are not free from the consequences of your choice. And my son actually repeated that to me, and I was like, yes, you're getting it. So this is what it looks like. Oh, I forgot the center of the classroom. It's right in front of my desk area. I put geography. So this is all geography that we're going to be studying. We have air, land, and water. So they sort. I like to do animals as well. I switch it out. Then we have season work. They use these and they tape them to the globe. Continents, a compass, what maps have, different types of maps. This is for the big map. I had to put it underneath here because I couldn't fit it. Latitude, longitude, the continents, locations on a globe where you have the equator, Tropic of Cancer. This is monuments from around the world, monument fact cards, monument 3-part cards, monuments with their objects, flags from around the world, parts of a flag, 3-part cards of parts of a flag. And you go down here and I have landforms, water forms. These are a combination of, so we have 4 particular land and water forms that we focus on. These are all the other ones. These are all land and water forms. These are ocean layers, landforms of the ocean, folds of a mountain. These are our geography charts. Books, all the books that you would need for geography right now. I have penguins because we're going to be studying Antarctica. And I just made these little jars for wind, rain, clouds, sunny day, and snowy. This one got really dirty, but that's snow. And then here I have clouds, parts of an atmosphere, all of the puzzles. I have parts of a river, clouds, oceans, layers of the ocean, layers of the atmosphere, life cycle of a star. I couldn't fit it over there, so I put it on this, and I wanted it to have this tray for a reason. And then the 4 that we're going to look at first. Layers of the ocean, all of the books for the 3-part cards for geography, parts of a volcano, parts of a volcano puzzle, rock cycle, rivers and their flow, how they flow, water cycle, and then this will be all of the Antarctica. Down here will be a pin, so I trace Antarctica, and then they can trace it, and then they use that little poker, and they poke it out. It's very good for concentration. And we have landforms, animals. These are Arctic animals, penguins. That's why I have a penguin book. And this is upper elementary's geography, Imaginary Island. And these are all the working cards for Imaginary Island. And I'm going to have my son, my oldest, working on states and capitals. So I have this under here because I have no more room. So that is that area. I'm very excited about geography this year. And my little filing cabinet, I keep all of worksheets, like in geometry. Oh, these are my language, my sentence analysis work. I have geometry cards that they can color. A lot of this is coloring and stuff that they can do. Like, for instance, this right here, they can make their own 3-part cards. So I keep all the copies in my filing cabinet over there. And yeah, this is what the classroom looks like. I'm very excited to teach this year. Ready to go. Ready to start. Oh, I forgot my outdoor environment. So I usually keep these open like this for the school year. And we have a rug out here for them to work on the floor. It's very bright. Umbrella for help with the shade. Little table and chairs. Set up the umbrella right over there. In the morning, this is all shaded, so we're going to be doing a lot of gardening this year. So right here, I'm going to be keeping some pots. I have this for pots, and then this I'm going to have them build as their project the first week of school. And they are going to be building a garden where we can garden. We're gonna try some pumpkins and squash. So very excited about that. Just more like watering cans and more pots. Lots and lots of pots, because in botany we do some experiments, so they get little small pots and stuff. Whew, it was hot out there. So now that is my whole classroom. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.